That time of year, isn't it? The leaves are changing colors, the air is getting cooler, the nights are getting longer. Is there anything better than snuggling up in a blanket with a warm drink and telling spooky stories? Not for me, there isn't. You're not easily frightened, are you? Don't worry. You've heard these stories all before, but probably not like this.
You treat your teachers very kindly, Mr. Van Tussle.
I'm glad you like your new home. It can be very difficult to keep a full teaching staff in a village as small as ours. It's important we honor such brave souls like yourself.
I hardly feel brave for deciding to teach you. Sleepy Hollow seems quaint to me, perfectly harmless.
That's because you're new, kid. Ichabod Crane, everyone, a scholarly youth whose tolerance for nonsense is non-existent. He's been hired to teach science at the Sleepy Hollow School. This other fellow is Baltus Van Tussle. He's as pretentious as his name. Wealthy, too. Baltus sponsors the local school and has offered to provide temporary housing for Ichabod.
Sleepy Hollow is harmless to those who are wary of its mysterious ghost.
Baltus is also superstitious as heck.
Is everyone here as wary as you are, Mr. Van Tussle?
The smart ones are. On that note, Ichabod, I should warn you about the forest around Sleepy Hollow. You came into our village on the main road, yes?
I did.
Of course. Never ever use the forest to travel around town.
Aw, but I was hoping to study the local wildlife.
If you value your life, you'll stay out of the woods. Rumors are confirming that a new deadly spirit has came to haunt the woods.
Surely you're not scared of rumors, are you, Mr. Van Tussle? You seem like a man of sense. We mustn't let childish stories scare us.
My boy, less than a year ago, the princess in our neighboring capital city disappeared into these woods. One day, she has never returned. We don't know if the poor royal was killed or lost or a runaway. But we do know that a spirit walks these woods.
Spirit? Really?
The Headless Huntsman. He is believed to have killed the fair princess. The poor queen. She's been so unlucky. With the king's passing all those years ago and now.
I wouldn't feel too bad for the royals, Mr. Van Tussle. I'm certain they have their gold and jewels and castles to comfort them.
Ichabod, do not enter the woods if it can be helped. A young man in our village claims to have seen the Headless Huntsman a few nights ago. I should really give you the details.
Well, I appreciate the warning, Mr. Van Tussle, but I'm not one for ghost stories. Thank you again for housing me.
Of course. I'll see you for your first day at school tomorrow.
Ichabod may not wish to understand the darker workings of those woods, but you, my friends, deserve to know. As Baltus said, the village of Sleepy Hollow is surrounded by a thick, dense forest. On the other side of that forest is the kingdom's capital city, where the king resided before his mysterious death. You see, the king was once married to one of the kindest, gentlest souls in all the kingdom. He and his first wife long wished for a baby of their own, and one day their wish came true. They named their wonderful daughter Snow White, after the bitter, cold winter morning on which the princess was born. The joy at the birth of their little princess was quickly overshadowed with deep sadness, as the king's first wife died only days after giving birth. The king was miserable in his grief and wanted Snow White to have a maternal figure in her life. So he married again, choosing for his second wife a woman of great rank and beauty, and not much else.
Mirror, mirror, come here this instant.
Yes, Your Highness.
How could I forget? This new queen was also a sorceress, extremely skilled in dark magic. It's rumored that this was how she killed the king with only 5 short years into their marriage and claimed the throne entirely for herself.
Mirror, mirror, is it true the most powerful of all the land?
Indeed you are, my queen.
Is it true like all the beautiful in all the land?
Beauty is pretty subjective, actually, so I can't actually lie or tell the truth on that one.
Mirror!
Indeed you are, your gorgeousness.
Am I not the fairest one of all?
You are not.
Come again?
You are most definitely not the fairest, most righteous ruler this land shall ever see.
What? What?
Long, long ago, before she ever came to this kingdom, the queen was able to capture a sorcerer more powerful than she and trap him in this magic mirror. Now, whenever she asks the mirror a question, he is cursed to tell her the absolute truth. He's never given her an unsatisfying answer until now.
You're lying all around. I curse you again.
Please don't do that. I'm telling the truth. There shall be a ruler after you, one who is more just than you'll ever be.
Who?
Isn't it obvious?
Tell me his name. I should marry him myself.
Her name is Snow White.
Snow White is so...
Immature? I know, she's got a lot to learn.
Are you sure? Nothing wrong with your curse. Maybe I should know it.
No, please. My curse is just as painful as ever. She shall succeed you as ruler within the year.
What?
She shall succeed you as ruler in her own right within the year.
In her own right. If I'm going to die, how am I to die?
Your wickedness, you know nothing is set in stone. You can change your fate if you only...
Is Snow White gonna kill me?
She doesn't kill you. I can't tell anymore.
That ungrateful little brat. Huntsman?
He has a name, you know.
I have a task for you.
Yes, Your Highness.
Take this box. Go find Snow White. Take her in the woods and kill her.
What?
Kill her! Bring me your heart. I know you're soft. They'd be strong. And do what I ask. Understood.
Why are you asking me to do this?
None of you concern.
But Your Majesty, she is the last living relative of our beloved king.
You know my powers. Do what I ask. I detect you. Be back before midnight. I will come after you. What the heck?
Alas, the queen is kind of a piece of work. But the huntsman does decide to collect Snow White and take her deep into the forest with him. It's an easy task, really. Snow White and the huntsman have been best friends practically their whole lives. She trusts him without question, which is probably why the queen knew only the huntsman could pull this off. But the huntsman has no intention of harming his oldest friend.
Man, the weather is fantastic today. Mark, what a great idea to come out here and pick berries. Do you think my stepmother wants some? She's always having me gather weird ingredients for her. I started to wonder if she's trying witchcraft, but that seems a little ridiculous. Even for someone so dramatic as her. Hey, are you okay? You look like you've been seeing a ghost.
Snow, I really got to tell you something.
Do you have toe fungus again? I told you, you got to start changing your socks.
No. I wish it was that simple.
Is it that simple? You have multiple pairs of socks for a reason. Oh, did I tell you what I heard God saying the other day?
Snow, I need you to listen to me. This is serious.
Okay, what's up?
The queen asked me to bring you out here with me. She asked me to do something.
Okay.
You know I serve your stepmother, but I can't do what she asks me to do.
That's fair. I mean, she's kind of the worst.
She wants me to kill you.
Say what?
But I won't do it. I would never do that. I brought you out here to tell you and then to tell you that I think you need to run away.
But she must have been kidding, right? She must have been like, oh, Snow White was flirting with the gods again. I could kill her, right?
No, see this box? She wants me to, I can't say it.
Were you supposed to bury me in that? It's so basic.
No, she wants me to bring back your heart in this box as proof that I killed you. Snow, your stepmother is horrible. You've got to leave and never come back.
But what does she want to kill me? What did I do to her?
Nothing you have done would make her want to do this. She's evil. Look, I used to know one of the miners from Sleepy Hollow who lives in the woods with her family.
This is insane. Who just orders that somebody be killed for no reason? She and I had dinner together last night, and she was totally normal. At least I thought.
Don't use your head on this one, Snow. It makes no sense, but you're not safe at the castle anymore. If you go along this trail for another 2 miles and make a left at the giant oak tree and go a little ways further in where my friend and her family live. Go find them. Tell them I sent you and stay there. You have to hide until I can figure out what to do about the queen.
Mark, I'm not just going to run away like some scaredy cat. That witch wants to kill me, fine. I'll get her first.
No. Do you hear yourself? I won't let you become like her. You're the only hope we have left for our kingdom. Snow, you're taking care of yourself. There's nothing wrong with keeping yourself safe.
But what about you? What will she do to you when you don't bring back my heart? Yuck, what a weird thing to ask for.
I'm going to bring her the heart of a deer. I don't really think she'll care or notice. She just wants you gone. But once I figured out why, I'll come find you and we'll take her out together.
Mark, you're the best friend anyone could ask for. You literally saved in my life. Please don't get hurt. I need you to come find me so we can kick her butt.
Don't worry, I'll find you and we'll kick her butt or whatever.
You're the best.
So now you know the truth about what Baltus Van Tussel was telling Ichabod, about the princess who went missing. There's more truth to learn, but before we do, let's peek at how our disbelieving friend Ichabod is settling in.
Ah, what a day.
Hi there. You're the new science teacher, right?
Yes, hello. My name is Ichabod Crane.
I'm Katrina. I teach math a few doors down.
That's right. I heard some students complaining about how hard your classes are.
Well, they can complain all they want. Want to help the grades? How was your first day?
Well, it certainly wasn't what I expected.
Oh, you mean thought teaching at a small village would be easy?
Well, I wouldn't say easy.
Just not so hard.
Maybe yes.
That's fair. Good towns and cities may have more to offer, but I think we're still pretty great, no matter how rambunctious the kids are.
Oh, definitely. Why, the school sponsor, Mr. Van Tussel, he's very generous.
Oh, yes. Mr. Van Tussel, just amazing.
Uh-oh. Did I hit a sore spot?
Well, I'm surprised you don't already know I'm Katrina Van Tussel, his daughter.
Oh, I see. I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
It's fine. I don't love claiming him. He's certainly generous with the school. I wish he could be as generous with me.
I don't quite follow.
My father didn't exactly want me to become a teacher for all his generosity towards this place. You think he would consider teaching a worthy profession? But not for me.
I see. It is odd. He would support this place so much if he didn't want you to do the same.
Oh, he expects I will. Once I marry someone as rich as he is, and I can stay home and throw money at this place for my inherited mansion.
Ah, so your father has some very, shall we say, outdated views.
If by outdated you mean crappy, yeah, he does. I don't know why I told you all that. Probably not the best first impression of me. I must seem really bitter.
On the contrary, I think you're refreshingly honest. Not that people here in Sleepy Hollow aren't honest, but I found that most people in life struggle with frankness.
Thanks. It just stinks to have someone you love constantly shove their wishes down your throat. What about what I want, huh?
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Excuse me?
Trina's talking about what she wants. I show up at just the right time. That's no coincidence to me.
How many times do I have asked you not to call me Trina?
This is Bones. Just Bones. He's literally gone by Bones for so long I forgot his real name. He's the gym teacher here at the Sleepy Hollow School. He's kind of a jerk. He's been trying to get Katrina to go out with him forever, but she's so not interested. Ichabod met him this morning and wasn't a fan.
You're so cute, Trina. You free on Friday night? I would love to take you out to dinner.
Nope, not free. Never for you. When are you going to stop asking me out?
Never, baby. Even after we're married, I'm going to keep taking you out and showing you off.
We are never getting married.
What's so important that you can't have dinner with me, Trina?
Katrina, just say my name. My father is hosting his annual harvest party, Ichabod. You're new in town. You should come. It'd be a great way to meet people.
Oh, I'll be there. Catch me doing like 6 keg stands and then telling all the famous legends of Sleepy Hollow from memory.
Please say you'll come, Ichabod. I could use a friend.
Sure, I'd be delighted.
Thanks. I've got to go, but I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Listen here, you punk. Trina's mine. I don't want you even looking at her.
Katrina is so clearly not yours. She's not anybody's.
You come to that party and I'll drag you to the woods, tie you to a tree, and leave you for the Headless Huntsman.
Don't tell me you believe in all these stupid ghost stories too. You really are as dumb as you look.
Just you wait, kid. By the time this town's through with you, you'll believe in the horrors too.
Bones is kind of the worst, but he's right about one thing. There's a lot of unexplained happenings in Sleepy Hollow. At least I know a little bit more about what happened to our princess, Snow White. I should really get back to telling you that story.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most powerful of all?
Indeed you are, Your Highness.
Am I still the most beautiful in the kingdom?
By societal standards, as indicated in the media we consume?
Who else can judge beauty?
Not going to answer that. Indeed you are, Your Gorgeousness.
And what now, the fairest of all the men?
You are not.
What? How can this be? That stupid husband brought me Snow White heart.
He brought you a heart.
Who is more fair than me?
Well, everyone. But the fairest in the land is still Snow White. She's gone into hiding.
No! The huntsman's supposed to kill her. Where is that brat hiding? Tell me.
I really don't think telling you is gonna solve your problems.
Spit it out. Through this piece of glass.
She's hiding in the forest with some miners and another fellow, Robin Blue.
The idiotic boy. He let her go. This cannot stand.
Your Majesty, let's think this through.
He can't take her out. I will. I will take off his head.
My queen, please, don't behead the poor boy.
Huntsman, get in here at once.
I won't show you the next part. You can imagine what happens next. Ichabod may not believe in ghosts, but I can tell you from experience that the headless huntsman does indeed exist, even if he wasn't always headless, and even if, once upon a time, he saved a young princess from certain death. Speaking of our fair princess.
Please, no, anything but that.
No, I'm just asking you to wash my stinky sock. I'll do everything else after I get home from work. You can handle it. I know you can.
As you can see, Snow White made it to the cottage where the huntsman wanted her to hide. She was surprised to discover that there was another young man, also running away from an abusive family, already living with the miners. At first, the miners were worried that there wouldn't be enough room for Snow White, but after she promised to help clean the house and do some chores, they relented. Now Snow's having some trouble making good on her promise.
Come on, Snow. They don't smell that bad, do they?
Are you kidding? Have you smelled yourself lately?
Yeah. You took a bath. What's that smell? It's because she eats all those onions. Like, oh my gosh, it's so smelly in here.
Hey, be nice now.
You guys chill. I'm just not used to doing laundry.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Do you have somebody bring you breakfast in the bed?
Actually, yeah, I did. Wait, do you guys expect me to do that for you?
You're awfully spoiled, ain't you?
Thinking she just used to be to a different life than ours. It must not been perfect if she had to go into hiding.
Yeah, I will not want somebody trying to kill me.
No way.
The queen is close.
You telling me?
Enough chit-chatting. The princess can figure out how to do laundry on her own. We're gonna be late for work.
Oh shoot, let's go.
Okay. Bye, guys. Have a great day.
Bye, Snow. We can't wait to try your plum pie later, Snow.
Thanks.
Bye, Snow.
Are you sure you will be okay by yourself? I know when the miners first took me in, I didn't want to stay here alone.
I stay with you. They want you to feel safe.
I think I'd be okay. Does today really have to be laundry day? Can't making plum pie be my chore for today?
Is something wrong with your nose? Can you not smell how bad the socks are?
Just do the socks. Don't worry about the pie.
No, I can do this. I got this.
Of course you do.
I'm really glad you're here, Snow. It's nice to have a new friend.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate everything you're doing for me.
Don't mention it. Mark's a good friend. I remember he was a young hunter. I taught him everything.
Well, we should get going. Don't want to make Siggy mad.
Oh, heck no. She's awful when she's mad.
I'll see you guys later.
Bye, Snow.
Bye, Snow.
All right, Stinky Socks. Let's get this over with.
The queen was blinded by anger. She'd been observing Snow White and her friends all morning, determined to kill her in cold blood once Snow was alone. But she also wanted to do it sneakily. The queen loves a good disguise.
Snow White, I forgot to give you something.
Hey, Robin, it's okay. You could have given it to me later.
Oh no, I couldn't wait. Just wait. This is for you to have for breakfast, second breakfast.
Oh, I love oranges. That's so hard to get around here. Thank you. How did you know?
Oh, this type of orange is kind of my specialty. I mean, I know a guy, an orange guy, a guy who gets me oranges.
Thanks, Robin. You have to get me some more from your guy, and I make orange juice for everybody.
Uh-huh, sure. Well, bye. Hee hee hee.
Huh. Robin's so thoughtful. I'm practical, but thoughtful.
Alas, the queen tricked poor Snow White into taking a bite from the poisoned orange. That bite of orange lodged itself in Snow White's throat and slowly drained the life out of her. When the miners and Robin Blue arrived home at the end of the day, the stench of their unwashed socks wafting outside the cottage led them to believe something was amiss. Once they found Snow White inside, they were beside themselves. They debated what to do. Even though Snow White was most definitely not breathing, and her heart was not beating, and they couldn't wake her from her death, she didn't look dead. She smelled of life yet to be lived, and her body showed no signs of decay. Robin Blue suspected foul play. So, together, the miners built for Snow White a coffin of glass. Why? Because somehow they knew Snow White would want a coffin that was extra and not basic. They placed her inside and secured the coffin a spot near some well-traveled paths in the woods. They took turns guarding the coffin day and night, hoping to find some knowledgeable traveler who could help bring their dear friend back to life. Spring turned to summer and summer to fall, but none could be found to help Snow White.
I'm really glad you came to my father's party, Ichabod. I don't know how I would survive this evening without you.
Are you kidding? This has been great. I've gotten to meet so many of the town folk. I was right, by the way. Everyone here is as suspicious as your dad. Did you make this punch?
I did. Punch is kind of my party trick.
It's fantastic. This whole night is fantastic.
Right? And it feels like a night when anything could happen.
Uh-oh. What's that supposed to mean?
What?
Look, I haven't known you for very long, Katrina, but I know you well enough to know when you've got a mischievous look in your eye.
Well, Ichabod Crane, you're more observant than I thought.
Spill it. What's the plan? Are you forming a hide and go seek an adult team?
Oh, Ichabod, I wish it was that simple.
What is it?
I think I'm going to leaving town tonight.
Seriously?
Yeah, I think I am.
What about the students? What about your classes?
My aide at school has been looking for a promotion. I think she's ready. I want to leave my students in a lurch.
Where will you go?
I'm not sure yet, but I think I'll start in the capital city, see the castle, make a plan.
Aren't you, scared to leave tonight? This whole town has a thing about the woods.
I know. I'll be really careful.
Trina, you've heard the legends of the Headless Huntsman, right?
It's Katrina. And how can a story be a legend if it's only a year old?
Pretty spooky story. It's real too, you know. Old Smitty said he saw the Headless Huntsman just the other night, real close to the main road.
Lay off, Bones. Nobody wants to hear your fairy tale.
There's nothing happily ever after about the way this guy's story ends.
I don't like scary stories. Leave us alone, Bones.
You see, the Headless Huntsman, before he was headless, used to work for the Queen. He fell in love with that sweet princess of hers. And when the Queen found out, she was furious. She forbid him from making a move on her and went one step further. She convinced the princess that the huntsman was far too beneath her royal blood. This rejection enraged the huntsman, who took the princess from her bed one night into the forest and killed her. Well, of course, the Queen found out and had the huntsman beheaded the very next day. Now the Headless Huntsman stalks these woods, looking where he left the princess's body so he can find her and be with her forever. See, people say he won't leave the forest without his love, but they also say it's because the moonlight is too pure for his undead soul, and that it would burn him up in an instant.
How dare you try to frighten me like that, Bones? I can't stand you.
Come on, Trina, I'm just playing with you.
What a creep. Poor Katrina. I hope she's okay. I should probably go look for her. The woods aren't that scary.
No matter how many times a person is told something, sometimes the best teacher is experience, as Ichabod is about to learn. We're coming up on the end of our story, friends. Prepare yourselves.
Katrina? Katrina, are you there? Probably just a stupid rabbit. This is what Bones wants. Anyhow, he wants me to feel scared of nothing. Well, I'm not. Katrina? Katrina? Please, just wait until morning to leave. It's not a good idea to leave alone. Katrina? Is that you? What are you doing just standing there? Come on, Katrina. Quit playing around. Let's get you home.
Oh, why?
It's real. It's really real. How?
Snow White.
Crap. What did Bones say about moonlight? I've got to get out of the forest. Katrina, run!
Hey, watch where you going. Jerk. How dare you? Snow! Snow! Are you alive? Are you okay?
I'm so dizzy. What the heck are we?
Oh my gosh. Wait until the other sees you. I don't believe he helped.
Helped? What took? What's going on?
We'll explain later. That just gets you home. Snow White.
Run! Ah! Is that you, Mark?
Is that you, Snow White? Snow! Let's go!
Mark, what happened to you? I told you not to get hurt.
No!
Okay. I think I made it. He can't come into the moonlight, right? Oh, what am I saying?
Ichabod, is that you?
Katrina, oh my goodness, are you
Hurt? No. Why?
Did you see it? The Headless Huntsman.
No. I started on the path a little while ago. Did you just come from the woods?
I did. Oh, Katrina, I was so stupid. I should have listened to Bones. I hate saying that, but it's true.
Maybe you didn't see the Headless Huntsman. Maybe you saw something else.
No, Katrina. It was the Headless Huntsman. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. He chased me through the woods, calling out words I didn't understand.
Oh, Ichabod, you look terrible. You want me to don't want me to walk you back into town?
No, I can't go back. I can't go back knowing what I know. What if he finds me? What if he tries to kill me?
You can't spend your days worrying. That's for sure. You come with me to the capital city. We'll see the castle and we'll both start over.
I don't want to ruin your trip. You were so excited about going out on your own.
You won't ruin my trip. Maybe you just need some time away from Sleepy Hollow.
I don't know what I need anymore. I feel like I don't know anything.
Come on, Ichabod. It'll be okay.
How often do spooky stories end with everyone making it out alive? Well, Ichabod and Katrina did, at least. They both made it to the capital city, and after a while they part ways. But neither ever returned to Sleepy Hollow. Too many strange memories there. But I have to be honest with you, dear friends. Even I don't know what happened to Snow White and her now headless huntsman in the woods that night. Some stories are like that, though. Best left up to your imagination, for better or for worst. Have a cozy night, everyone, and don't overthink our tales too much. You wouldn't want to lose your head.